Hey Sagittarius. Hey, welcome to you and welcome to your reading. All right, so I have a bunch of oracle cards spread out on my tarot table here. We're gonna go ahead and pull one as the theme for your reading. All right, let's go ahead and dive in. Okay, so we have the card. Upright, it's in reverse. Okay, so this card's in reverse, but here's the theme. All right, it says walking staff, it says support, it says encouragement, and it's in reverse. I'm hearing the phrase, you'll have to lean on others. So you'll have to lean on others. Now, I don't know exactly what this means, but essentially what they're showing me, Sagittarius, is like you being unable to use this walking staff like you normally would to be able to walk. Did you hear that? Yeah, it's like for whatever reason, I'm hearing something's broken. Okay, that feels specific to someone, but it feels like for whatever reason you're being, maybe it's a broken limb. I don't know. But either way, it's like you're unable to use the walking staff. So instead, what I'm seeing is like another person or two other people coming up to like hold you up. It's almost like you have to like leverage the support of others in order to make it through whatever this thing is that we're going to talk about. Yeah, that feels really strong here. Okay. So there's definitely an energy here of like you'll have to lean on others. Okay, is there something else? All right, there's something else in this card. Is that right? Yeah, for whatever reason, they're showing me the Death Tarot card. The Death Tarot card in my mind's eye. There's something around the way these like stones are stacked. And they're showing this to me as the same like stack of stones. And I think traditionally you'd make that stack of stones if it were someone passed, but it doesn't have to be. It's for whatever reason, that's what Spirit's telling me is what that means. So I'm not sure what the Death Tarot card means in terms of this reading. It could be potentially if someone has passed, if there was a death or something like that, like that's definitely like here and possible. This is actually reminding me of the Leo reading that I just posted. So you may want to check that out if any of you have any Leo placements as well. You may want to check out that reading. Okay, but it's also coming through, the Death Tarot card is coming through as like some sort of change. So there's definitely some sort of change, and it feels like one where you're unable to lean on the survival strategies or the patterns or mechanisms that you have in the past, and that it becomes important. It's almost like I'm seeing the word test like it's a spiritual test of some sort in a way. Spirit doesn't really do spiritual tests in that way, but it's coming through as like a spiritual test. And like through this situation or event or whatever's coming up over the next 2 weeks from whenever you're finding this, or as you're coming into this reading for some of you, Spirit is saying you will have to lean on the support of others in order to like get through this thing, whatever it is, this event or this thing or the situation that you're finding yourself in. Okay, so that feels right. Yeah, and I'm really struck by the fact that like you won't be able to lean on your normal like survival strategies or patterns or mechanisms to like isolate yourself. It's almost like you have to lean on others in order to make it through this. Yep, that feels right. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to go in deeper to this message. I first want to ask Spirit, what is going well for Sagittarius over the next 2 weeks? Okay, they're having me cut the deck. One moment. I mean, I heard this in the Leo reading, which is interesting. It's coming back around here, but I'm hearing the phrase, ask and you shall receive. So I feel like if you ask for support or ask for help, like it seems like it's there and ready and available for you is the energy. Because for whatever reason, it feels really important. This feels like part of the theme of the readings we had for you for the last couple of readings, Sagittarius, of like needing to like come back into the group or come back into like connection with others, leaning on others. This feels very connected to that theme. This card, yeah. Oh my gosh, I pulled this same card for the Leo reading. So definitely for a few of you who have Leo placements, you definitely may want to check out that reading. It feels really strong here, like really strong. Okay, yeah, we have the Justice card. Yeah, there's some sort of rebalancing here. And I'm like really struck by the fact that this like walking staff, it's almost like if you were out of balance or off balance for any reason, you might need a walking staff to support walking, right? And for whatever reason, the Justice is coming in because it feels like you're able to get the support and the balance you need. It does actually come in. So it feels like it is here and available. This energy feels available, which feels really good. It's almost like it puts you back into balance, especially if, like I said, you were off balance when you originally needed that walking staff. Okay, so that's available. That feels really good. I really like that Justice card. What else? Do you have another card? Okay, they want to go straight into it. Okay. They have a lot to say to you, Sagittarius, so let's keep going. Okay, so it feels like support is available for you, and that support is not just like in the like with others around you. If this were, let's say, like you know, other friends, family members, partners, community groups, work, you know, work colleagues, things like that. So it doesn't feel like it's just that. It actually feels like this is also here for you. This support is here on a spiritual level as well. Especially coming out with the Justice card, it feels like it's also here on a spiritual level for you. So, okay. Is that right? Yeah, for someone, you need some support or help with making some birthday plans, some birthday celebrations, which is weird. I don't think it's for you because your birthday is already past, Sagittarius, as I've been recording this, but it may be for someone else. Maybe someone here is planning a birthday celebration and you need some additional support. Spirit's confirming that. That feels really specific, this card. Yeah, okay, Queen of Swords. Oh, hold on. Yeah, oh my gosh, okay, and my friend is just messaging me right now. Again, I feel like needing community, friend support, group support, seeking the help of a friend, like all of that feels really important here. That feels spot on to this energy. Okay, I really like that, yeah. Okay, so thank you, Spirit, because that feels correct. The Queen of Swords is also coming through with an energy of, like, again, asking for help. Swords in tarot speak to communications. There's something here around, like, asking for help, and this being the matrifocal kind of approach to this situation would be, like, leaning on your community and leaning on others. That feels really, really good here. I'm also struck by the fact that both of these people have swords. And do you almost see how this like kind of looks like masculine energy? This is feminine energy. There's a balancing here. Yeah, there's a balancing. It's almost like you coming into group, coming into community, asking for support, asking for what you need, and seeing that it's met. It feels really like healing for you. It feels really like rebalancing for you, because I don't feel like this is definitely not the energy you've been in the past, especially if because this is definitely linking into the last reading I did for you, Sagittarius. I can't remember the name of that reading. I can't remember the name of that reading, but I feel like, was it your reading? Yeah, where you weren't seeing something clearly or something around that aspect, essentially. But either way, it doesn't really matter. This is coming through as like very like a rebalancing. It's just rebalancing. I really like this energy. I really like it. Okay, want to keep going? Okay. 10 of Wands in reverse. That makes a lot of sense. So, yep. Is this 10 of Wands? No, 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, so it feels like the first card they showed me was the 10 of Wands in my mind's eye. Now, the 10 of Wands, traditionally, as you would see it, you would see someone who's like on that card who's walking with a bunch of these wands, and it looks really heavy. So I feel like this is around like sharing burdens somehow, like sharing sort of sharing what you're going through is part of it, but I feel like more is like asking for help when you need it. when it's actually necessary for you, like asking for it and seeing that it will be like returned, feels really big, and that there's a place that you can come into within your friendships, communities, group spaces, whatever it is, where that will be honored and met. So that feels really strong. But I feel like this just rebalances you on such like a spiritual level for you to like see this process all the way through. That's why it keeps coming through as like a spiritual test, because it's actually not meant to test you. I don't feel it's that. I actually feel it's meant to like show you sort of what support is available for you, and that actually you're not alone, and you don't have to do this alone, and also you can share this burden with others, and like they'll be happy to do that for you as well. Okay, so that feels really, really important here with that 10 of Wands in reverse. Now the 9 of Wands in reverse is coming out with the same energy, but it's actually coming out, this card is coming out with a past energy, the 9 of Wands upright rather. And now it's coming out in reverse. Okay, so the nine of Wands, how this is coming through within this reading from Spirit is this energy of like having a kind of barrier or wall from accepting, receiving, asking for support from others when you need it, and almost like this like grip on doing it yourself. There's like this grip on doing it yourself and like feeling like you need to do it yourself, and that's the only way to do it, and that's the only way it's going to get done. And so there's this wanting you to like kind of bring down this wall. You see this kind of like wall of like spears, wands here. It's like wanting you to bring that down, because I don't know if you see in the background, there's kind of what looks like this like sun. Yeah, it feels really good for you to go through this process, and Spirit really wants you to over this next couple of weeks as you're moving through this. That feels really good. I'm really liking this energy, Sagittarius. I really do. I like it. I feel like this feels like the exact antidote. Like this is the exact thing that you need for whatever the situation is that you're going through. Can we see more into that? Okay, so let's get a little more information on like what you're actually going through. What's the event, Spirit? Can we see that? This one? This one. Eight of Pentacles. Is this upright? No, it's in reverse. Okay, so I think some of you are finding yourself like either suddenly unemployed. It feels unexpected. This feels like something where maybe, I don't know if you were laid off from your job, or there was a reason that you were like pushed to having to leave. Some sort of like work situation feels like part of it. I just feel like for some of you, you're finding yourself in maybe a difficult like financial situation. I have to read the Pentacles as they are here, which Pentacles can speak to money, okay? So it feels like part of that. For a few of you here, it feels like you just need some support with your, I'm hearing car loan, home loan, mortgage. Okay, so there's a couple scenarios coming through here. So it feels like there are some difficulties with that, which may, for one or two of you, be connected into a work situation. Okay, not all of you, but some of you, so that feels present. For some of you, it may be an actual like disability. I'm hearing the disability check didn't come through, so needing additional support. So yeah, I'm seeing a lot of scenarios here that make sense. So I'm just kind of listing a couple of these because Spirit wants me to. So I'm just the, you know, delivery person here. I'm just delivering it. But okay, so it feels like something, no matter what, it feels like something like that I think you thought you could count on is suddenly gone. That's what it feels like. It's just suddenly not there, okay? And that could be of any sort. It doesn't have to be around like money. There were just a few finance situations that were coming through, but it doesn't have to be. This is just coming through as like something that you thought you could count on, like for sure, and it suddenly isn't there. It's almost like it just disappears. I don't know why. It's just coming through as like a disappearing act from Spirit, okay? And so I think that means that you're again in this situation where you do have to like ask for support or help from others and see that need is met, and that is like actually well received. It's what feels like it's the spiritual lesson here, which is interesting. We're getting a lot of like very specifics, like this is what Spirit wants you to do, which is very interesting. You want this card? Didn't I say 10? I said that 10 of Wands was coming out. Yo, I said that 10 of Wands was coming out. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and actually, I just had another message from my friend. There was a spirit underlined something they said where they were talking about like being excited about something. So I feel like actually your community or friends or partners would actually be like really happy to support you. I feel like there's some really good energy here. I cannot believe I pulled this Ten of Wands after I just said I saw the Ten of Wands. Like, okay, right? The Nine of Wands, Ten of Wands. Like this is very clear coming from Spirit, okay? So it just feels like, again, something that Spirit is trying to say. Do you see the person holding the wands? Like, you don't have to go through this alone. You don't have to carry this alone. You see this person with their eyes closed? They have their eyes closed here. Spirit wants you to kind of like open up your eyes and see that there are others around you who actually would love to support you through this time, and potentially in the ways that you've supported them in the past. Yeah. There's an energy here of like wanting to rest in some way, like in knowing that like you're supported, you're spiritually held, you're materially held, like you are actually held. Okay. There's some sort of like wanting you, Spirit wants you to rest into that, knowing that it's going to be okay. And like, you actually got this, but again, you will have to lean on others. That survival strategy of like, I'm going to try and do it alone and like, figure this out alone actually isn't going to help you in this situation. So if you are going through something right now where you're wondering, well, like, why isn't this working for me? This is why. Spirit's saying like, ask your community, ask like kind of crowdsource a little bit more into your community and networks for that support, because that's the way you're going to make it through whatever this like challenge is that's coming up for you or has been coming up for you over the next 2 weeks. Okay. All right, let's go deeper. Anything else? All right, we're gonna go deeper. Yeah, this feels so relatable because it's so easy, like, especially when you go through like challenging things, and especially if it's connected into finances. Hear that? Yeah, it's like, it's so easy to just, because there's so much like oppression we have on this planet around like money and finances. And so it's really easy to just get, yeah, Five of Swords, same energy, Five of Swords. It's like to kind of close yourself off from the group, close yourself off from others. So that's traditionally what the meaning of this card is for the Five of Swords. You usually see someone standing here, like this one bird with their swords, and kind of seemingly like kind of like hoarding them a little bit, but like just kind of like standoffish from the other two birds in this instance, or other people who maybe they are wanting to help you. And there's almost like a sadness to this card because it's just like, it's a very like disconnected energy. And yeah, Spirit wants you to like, Five of Swords in reverse, kind of move through this. It feels really important to your soul's journey to go through this process right now within this situation you're finding yourself in. It feels really important. Yeah. Because yeah, I was talking about oppression around money. That's exactly it. And that's one example. That doesn't have to be the situation you're going through. But I just feel like Spirit's like, talk about it, communicate. Queen of Swords, like kind of come into sort of a alignment within yourself to know that like you can ask for what you need and have that met. You see, there's a lot of like contentment here. Sorry, I'm still getting messages from my friend. Again, it's so interesting. Like there's an immediate like, you know, coming in of well wishes and excitement and sure, I can help and all of that right for your reading. This is exactly what this is for. It's for your reading. And so, you know, I think there's just good energy here. And like, this is like not easy to work through. I can definitely like speak for myself here, and like, some of you may know, but I've been going through a really difficult time right now with being someone who has been impacted by the Los Angeles wildfires. I'm actually going to be moving apartments over the next couple of weeks, so you'll see that in the backgrounds of my my videos. And unfortunately, my dog is wearing like a cone right now on his head because he has an eye infection, and I've been getting sick from all the ash and smoke in my home. So we're definitely getting ready to move, but I've been, you know, asking out to my support networks and having that met, and similarly asking, you know, some of the viewers here as well, some of you all in this community that we have. And so again, it's not easy to do, but it's really cool when you get to see like that need is met. And I feel like, again, for whatever reason, Spirit really wants you in this energy, Sagittarius. So again, you're definitely not alone in this. I feel like what's really, really important to remember is that we live in an abundance matrix. We live in an abundance world. Yeah. We do. So it's just like there's plenty of support out here if you ask for it. And it's interesting because people actually want to help. They want to help, right? Just as much as you want to help them, they want to help you. So I think you might, I feel like the reception to this is going to be much better. I knew we were going to get this world. Yo, I knew it. Yo, I knew it because I'm talking about the world. I'm like, this is what's on this planet right now. Like, again, we live in an abundance matrix. That's what Spirit's trying to say with this world card. We live in an abundance matrix, okay? We do. And so I think, I know what Spirit is trying to say right here is like, there's actually a lot to go around. In fact, there's a whole world of resourcing out here. And there's a lot of people who are in community who want to share that and give back. And we all want to do this. We all have that drive within us. And so, you know, I think it's just a matter here of like asking for what you need and then coming into the contentment of knowing that's met. But that's the matrifocal lens I've been talking about. That's the matrifocal lens, okay? It is not understanding, is not leaning into the oppression that exists on this planet right now, which is imbalance. You can also see this like masculine energy here. It's an over expression of the masculine energy, the patriarchy, the systems of oppression, okay? So I feel like Spirit, again, this, for whatever reason, is going to deeply impact your worldview, okay? The world, it's going to deeply impact your worldview to see this actually play out in a way that that survival strategy you've had, where you feel like you had to do it alone, is actually not true. You actually don't have to do anything alone, ever. which is really like mind-blowing to me when I started doing this through my second spiritual awakening, this deeper level of healing that I did with my my mentor Emily Waymeyer, and you know, to just realize like I literally don't have to do anything alone. None of us does. Like that's what we're here to do, is we're here to be in connection with each other. That's important. We hold each other as we go through these experiences, and that is has been important, especially to I'm seeing the Five of Swords now, but like I read this as a card connected into ancestors, and what's coming in linked in as is indigenous ways of being. Before, again, the patriarchy kind of came online, okay? So there's a wanting to get back into that matrifocal approach to life and to living and to being in this world, and to understanding if you need help, there is help here, okay? It exists right here as much as the need does, okay? So that can and will be met, but it just feels like this is important for you to kind of go through this experience, okay? Okay, it's so interesting because I feel like, again, Spirit's showing me and showing us the exact like scenario that you're going to be going through, and what the actual like key to this is. Like here's how to get through it. Here's how to navigate it. Which is very interesting. That's normally like not the energy for these readings, that we don't usually get the full lesson plan, you know, but it feels like it is for this reading. You want this card? Yeah. Look, I love it. Oh, so good. It says hearth. It says safety, comfort, spiritual connection. Yeah, totally. All of this can be found in community, can be found in connection. All of this, like, and Spirit is actually connecting in. You see this person's like face, they look so content here. Like Spirit is really connecting those two things together. It's like this person's like standing in front of the hearth here and just being really content with the fact that like, I mean, I asked and I received, right? So that's there. I'm also struck by the fact that on this mantle, you see these like pictures here? I was talking about like ancestors and times past. So that's definitely confirming that part of the message for sure. Yeah, I feel like this is just confirming everything I've said, but really like Spirit is trying to lean into here the fact that like you are held, okay? You are held, and wants you to kind of just like relax into the energy of safety, of comfort that comes from being held on a spiritual level by your spirit team, but also in the material realm through your communities, through your networks, through your friends, your family, your chosen family, all of that, your work colleagues. Like it just, that feels really good. And there's like a lot of like little pentagrams, which are coming through as pentacles from Spirit on this card. That's exactly it. For someone, this is definitely confirming the like home bit when I was talking about paying your mortgage was part of it, or needing help with your home somehow. Okay, yeah, and this is a lesson Spirit wants you to integrate. Mortal and pestle. Yeah, I see that, Spirit. Yeah, it says integration, subtlety, thoroughness. Yep. And Spirit wants you to integrate this lesson, which is why we're having, I just keep talking about this, but why we have this full like spiritual lesson of a reading here is because they want this integration. I feel like I'm just getting the sense here. Is that right? Yeah, I'm getting the sense here that this skill, this very generative, beneficial skill that you're going to be bringing online is going to really serve you well moving forward. I feel like this is a time that you'll want to take advantage of this opportunity, especially with everything we're talking about in this reading and how to get through it. Spirit really, I think the reason why it's being laid out so clearly is because Spirit wants you to bring this skill online because it feels like it's going to be really, really important for some other time that you're going to be going through in your life where you're going to really need to like have this already built. Does that make sense? Have the skill already built? Is that something I can say? That's what it's coming through as. So Spirit's got you in a little bit of a lesson plan here with this scenario you're going through. And it feels pretty clear to me that you're going to make it through it. Like that feels pretty clear here. But I'd like to see, yeah, what else Spirit wants to say. And it's a subtle shift, but it's a big one. It is massive when you start to realize like, oh, I'm actually supported. Like there's a faith that starts to come online. The actual like feeling and action of faith starts to come online. Like I can start to move forward knowing and assured that this will be here for me, right? That I'm going to be supported, that I will be held through what I'm going through and that I can actually like persevere through it. Because this is also a card of perseverance, okay? Ten of Wands. Again, I'm still geeking over the fact that we like got that card. Like again, it was real clear with Spirit. So yeah, I feel like Spirit's like, you don't have to carry that alone. All right, let's keep going. Okay. Yeah, you don't have to go through this alone. Three of Swords. So because that's what you're going through. It's a Three of Swords. Now this is coming through as something that's a little bit like debilitating. Okay. Now, if you think about it, like if you have three swords in your heart, like you're probably going to be a bit debilitated, right? Like, yeah, this is coming through with the same energy of the imbalance that we had talked about with the walking staff card in reverse at the beginning. This is linking the same thing. So this event that's connected into the Three of Swords puts you in an energy where you have to lean on others. And so I just feel like Spirit wants you to be comforted through this process and knowing that will be there. Again, the hearth, it will be there as assured as the fire that's burning in this hearth. It's comforting. It's like it fills up the heart. It literally fills up the heart. The holes that this is making it's going to fill it up. Okay, it fills it up because hearth is also coming through as heart from Spirit. Again, same thing, same energy here in terms of like this is the antidote to this. Okay. Yeah, this is the medicine. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. I got it. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. They're saying this is the medicine, like the mortar pestle. This is the medicine. Okay, the medicine is coming into this understanding, this like, again, being connected in the world with others and not isolating yourself through this experience. That's the medicine. Wow, that feels good. Feels good as hell. Okay, let's keep going. This deck. All right, anything else? They want one more card. This one? Yeah, the Hermit. It's a lesson. That's it. Okay, do you see here how this like Hermit has a walking staff and here's your walking staff? It's a lesson in leaning on others for support. Okay, it's a lesson. Because the Hermit, which is a card that links into Virgo, the Hermit tarot card is the ascended like master. They are the ascended teacher. They are a teacher, okay? They're also a student and they understand the balance between this. The Hermit is one of my favorite cards in tarot. But the teacher who understands, they are also the student, okay? So this is an energy here of like coming into a more like student of life mode and being like open to moving through a new way of navigating this challenge, okay? Yeah, being open to a new way of navigating this challenge. And I just feel like that's kind of the lesson plan and the new like skill building and introspection and inner reflection that's coming online for you. It's just, it's coming through as a wisdom. It's a new set of wisdom for you, okay? All right, so I really, really like this reading, Sagittarius. I really like this. That is really cool. This is a really cool reading. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. This is what's on the other side. I really like that. Yeah, it's a lesson plan. Look, the Wheel of Fortune speaks to the ways the soul moves and the karmic spin of the wheel of our souls, right? Which has nothing to do with good or bad. It's just the way it turns, okay? And so it just feels like this is a lesson plan, and I feel like you're in it. Spirit wants you to know what it is, wants you to move through it, because the skill is going to really, really be important for whatever comes next in your life, okay? All right, so I'm going to leave the general there because Spirit's going to leave the general there. Do we want it extended? Okay, they don't want it extended. I'm really surprised. No extended? All right, they don't want it extended. So this feels really clear. It feels pretty complete. Anything else? Do you want an oracle card? Let's see. I might read an oracle card. An oracle card? All right, let's do an oracle card. I usually like to open and close my readings with oracle cards. So let's close with one since they don't want it extended. All right. Spirit, can we get an oracle card for Sagittarius? This card. Can't even believe it. Can't even make it up, bruh. This is so cool. I've been talking about this matrifocal lens. Look at this. Yo, it says Stone Goddess. It literally says unwavering love and support. Maternal line. Bruh, I can't even make this up. Look, it's the same energy. Yo, everything I was talking about here, it's the same energy. Look, it's almost the same colors on this card. The blues, the pinks, the like yellows, like, okay. Okay, this is really clear. So let's read this. Let's see what's here. All right, Stone Goddess. All right, angel number 5 for you. If you wanted to look that up. All right, so here we go. Throughout history, humanity has worshipped goddesses. Some of the earliest artifacts ever found are small stone statuettes that appear to celebrate motherhood, fertility, and the female body. The most ancient of these stone figures is featured on this card, known as the Venus of Willendorf. She's believed to be up to 30,000 years old and may represent the mother goddess. One of the most universal forms of the goddess is she as the great mother of us all, a maternal figure we can turn to for unconditional love, holding, and support. She has provided deep assurance, love, and comfort to humanity for millennia. The Stone Goddess card comes with a message of the deepest support and unconditional love. She may appear for you at a difficult time of healing, trial, initiation, and change. She may also come to you when you're focused on healing wounds in your female ancestral line, which seems to be one that we cannot bypass once on a healing path. We're living in a time of great change, and those who came before us may have contributed to both our wounding and our healing. Call upon the ancient Stone Goddess to assist you in your healing and in surrendering to a whole new level of support. And the ancient stone's activation is, I welcome more layers of love, support, and healing than I ever have before. It's safe for me to soften and to say yes to it all. Good. And I'm going to repeat this one more time in case anyone wants to write this down as like an affirmation. I welcome more layers of love, support, and healing than I ever have before. That's the energy Spirit wants you in. I said everything that was in this card. This is exactly the kind of energy I was talking about, moving out of systems of oppression and patriarchy, moving into that matrifocal lens and understanding, again, we're all connected and there's so much support here for you. But this is the card of unconditional love and support. You are guided, you are held. And so this is the lesson plan right now that Spirit wants you, and this is the trial or initiation they're putting you through, okay? And so I think if you can really, really integrate everything that we've talked about here and the lessons of this experience you're going through, you're going to be well served moving forward, Sagittarius. Well served. All right, well, we're not going to have an extended now at this moment, but if I can support you in any other way with a personal reading, you know, feel free to reach out, like I said, or you may already know. Yeah, I'm going through my own personal trial right now, and so I have been reaching out for support, financial support as well. So if you want to book a personal reading, that would actually help me right now. I'd be happy to do a reading for you as I'm having to kind of uproot my life suddenly. So that would be helpful. Or if you feel like you want to give a donation, I'll leave a link in the description box below. That would be really, really helpful to help my dog and replace his bed, which is full of ash that I'm working on right now. But anyway, I so appreciate you being here. I hope this message was helpful for you. I hope this feels really clear as you go through this event. And yeah, I'll see you at your next reading, Sagittarius. Thanks for being here. All right, bye for now. See ya.